What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Redline Racing Garage. So today we're going to be doing some work on the EF. I'm super excited to finally get to do some work on this thing. We are officially starting off the Turbo EF series, so stay tuned, guys. We're going to have a lot of content on the EF as well. And this is basically the first step to get our foot into the door with this EF build. So I'm super excited. I already, as you guys know, have a lot of stuff for the EF just been put on the back burner, but I think right now it is the time to finally start doing some work on this thing. I'm super excited. Stay tuned. Check this out, guys. Oof, check this out, guys. Freshly painted bumper. I think this is the first time that I ever had anything painted on one of my Hondas, like the first time, and it's only a bumper. So this is super exciting for me, super new for me. As you guys know, yes, I am a painter. I paint houses and stuff like that, but this is very, very exciting for me. As you guys can see, the color match, I know in the camera it kind of looks off, but I did go match it to the hood. So the hood is basically the only thing in the front end which you're gonna see after we install the bumper. So I did match it to the hood, and I think that the hood, I know it's kind of hard to see in the camera, but the hood is probably like the reddest red that is on this car, and it has to match basically obviously the front bumper. So I did match it to the hood. So we're gonna find out if how the color match is. Red, as a painter, I know red is very, very hard to match, so we kind of matched it as close as we could, but I still think it's gonna look amazing regardless. So we're gonna be getting this bumper on today. I also did leave this inner grille kind of part black because, as you guys can see, we have a poly lip which is gonna go on the bumper as well, so it's gonna complement the black. So I did decide to do that. And we also have these OEM headlights, so they're gonna be going on as well. Basically everything that you guys see here I got with the EF. I just had to pretty much go and paint the bumper. So headlights, we also have these side signals which are brand new, and look at that, guys. These ones are like yellow, outdated, I don't know. I like these orange ones, they look really good, so super excited about that. Those are going in. And also these signal markers here for the bumper. Ooh, that's gonna look amazing. So basically the whole front end, guys, the whole front end is getting redone. A lot of reactions on the street while driving with this Fast and Furious style bumper. They like it. Like, personally, I don't. Maybe if it was about 20 years ago I would, but no, this thing has to go. I'm super excited to get this front bumper on there and make this thing look a little bit more OEM, ready for the streets. So basically, let's get to it. We're gonna start by removing the front bumper. Let's see what we have to work with. All right, so jacked it up, got the wheels off because it's gonna be a lot easier to work around, especially because there's barely any room in this garage. So jacked it up, ready to take this bumper off. See you later, ugly bumper. All right, bumper is off. Very, very simple. Just looking at these connectors, look how dirty that is. That's disgusting. I don't know when this thing has been replaced, removed. I don't know, 20 years, 25 years. What's your guess, guys? But that's really bad. I have a connector cleaner, so what I'm gonna do is before installing the new lights, hopefully this connector still works. I think it does. I'm gonna clean that out. Whew, same thing on this side. Where is he? Look at that. Very nice. Yes, very nice. Another thing that's really weird to me is, why is this intercooler black? It looks like they sprayed it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments. Is that the way it comes, or is it maybe something that somebody thought of? They sprayed it just to kind of be low-key on the street so the cops don't see that they have an intercooler. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments. Bumper's right there. Storm's chilling. Oh, actually, she's not chilling. She's getting her tan on. Look at that. Have you guys ever seen a husky getting a tan on when it's like 40 degrees outside? Look at that. She's loving it. Hey. Hey. You getting a tan? All right. Yeah, husky getting a tan. But yeah, got the bumper off, so now I'm just gonna go remove everything else, and that should be it. But what I'm super excited about again as well is all this stuff is going, guys. All this disaster of a turbo kit and this design, this stupid ugly design, is just horrible. I drove this thing on the street and on the highway when I went to pick up the bumper, and this thing was kind of overheating. It was about 210 to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a lot. Even the check engine light came on. I looked at the code, it said engine overheating. So this setup does not work, guys. If you guys think that this setup works, maybe just for racing, but for everyday use, don't do this, guys. This is a disaster. I don't know if it's because of the angle that it's not cooling the coolant properly, because it's so far out into the engine bay, but I don't know. I had to keep it under like 3,000 RPMs just to keep it at about 2 to 205 like Fahrenheit. Disaster. Couldn't even kind of push it. Well, it doesn't really matter because this turbo kit doesn't even work. But yeah, what a disaster. Finally happy and so glad that all this is coming out. Finally, we're gonna have a working turbo kit. There is about 2 things that I haven't showed you guys yet that I got for the EF. So I'm gonna show you that in a little bit. Just let's get these lights off and start prepping this bumper to go in. Alright, so everything is stripped, all the lights are off, basically everything is done. For the removal part, I also did clean out these connectors. I don't know what was in there, guys. Looked like peanut butter. I don't know. Cleaned them up, and basically we're ready to slap on these OEM headlights in there. And then the moment of truth, if this bumper is gonna basically clear the intercooler. Fingers crossed. Let's find out. Let's put these headlights in, and then we can mount the actual bumper. So let's do that. OEM, guys, looks so much better, so much cleaner. All right, now that we got the headlights in, we can actually go ahead and put these guys in the bumper, screw them in, get it ready, and then the moment of truth, we're gonna put this bumper on. So started mounting all the lights in there, but we have a little issue where, let me try to see if I can show you guys without hurting the bumper. So I need some nuts on the other end of that screw, because it has nothing, it has nowhere to kind of screw in. So I just have to make a quick little stop at Home Depot and put this in right so it doesn't kind of wobble and is loose. So I did find these kind of screws which are better threaded for a nut, which are basically the same size. So I found 4. So all I need to do is just grab 4 nuts, and then we should be good to go. Mount that thing and then put the bumper on. So just gonna run to Home Depot, get these 4 nuts, and we'll be back. Alright, just made it to Canadian Tire. It was actually closer than Home Depot, so Canadian Tire it is. Alright, got these nuts here, should be good to go. This thing will hold now. I'm gonna pop these guys in and we should be alright. All right, so as you guys saw, I was trying to mount the bumper up, but we had really bad clearance on the piping and also on the intercooler, especially with these mounting brackets that were placed here. So I took off the piping. I also did go and remove the intercooler. So I wasn't really aware of the clearance. I knew deep down that it might not fit, and that's why I did mention let's see if it's gonna fit, but it doesn't. So there will have to be a little bit of modification done to the intercooler piping and the intercooler itself, especially where it's going to be placed with this stock bumper. So I kind of looked online and there were some pictures of running the stock bumper with a intercooler and the piping. So a little bit of what I saw was they deleted this. They basically cut out a little bit of this section, a little bit of that section. For us, we're not going to have a bottom mount turbo anymore. It's going to be a top mount, so there will be a lot of space here. So I'm thinking we're going to have to figure something out on probably mounting it from here. Probably from here, if we cut a little bit into it, from here maybe till about here. We'll see about the clearance, but I know that there's going to be some cutting involved and a lot of modification to get this bumper in there. So as of right now, I'm probably gonna cut these brackets off because we won't need them anyways, even later on. So I'm really anxious to get this bumper on there. I just really want to see how it's gonna look, and I'm kind of thinking ahead on how this is gonna happen and how it's all gonna be mounted. So I feel comfortable with cutting those brackets off because I know we're gonna have to go and customize some stuff. Maybe even the intercooler, we're gonna have to cut these entries and exits off and weld them and maybe put them somewhere, maybe over here, I'm not exactly sure, or maybe just do a like back entry and exit, basically somewhere over here. I'm not even sure if there's any space, probably not. We're gonna have to figure something out, but as of right now I still think that I'm not going to be able to even run this intercooler. Probably gonna have to get a proper B series intercooler with like backdoor entry and exit to make this work, and then this way I can mount it a lot closer, maybe even in here. I can mount it with this thing out of the way, these pieces cut out. I can mount it in here, obviously turbo, like I said, it's going to be out of the way, and then we can do something like that with piping going this way, not around, because if it's going to go around, the bumper's not going to clear. Same thing with the other side. It can't really go under or around. It has to be tucked in nicely. So that's basically what has to happen moving forward. But for today, for putting this bumper on for its sake, we're going to cut everything off and see what we can do to actually get this bumper on there today, so we can see the final finished product. And then probably, I think on Tuesday, we're going by to see Rui, and we're going to redo all the turbo kit and all, like some piping, stuff like that. So again, there's going to be a little bit of modification that's going to be needed. So I am fully aware of what I'm doing right now. We're going to need to do it regardless. So I'm going to go ahead, cut these off, and not put any piping on or the intercooler. I'm going to mount the bumper on there just to have a finished look and see how everything looks, and then we'll address everything once we go see Rui. We can actually go and modify some stuff, cut into some stuff, and actually get this intercooler with the piping in there working and clearing this stock bumper. So let's get to it. All right guys, all done. Check it out. Looks really good, but oh wait, there's a trim piece missing. Yeah, look at that. Can't leave it like that. So I did not get the trim piece with that. I didn't even know that there is anything missing until I put this on. I said, well wait, this doesn't look right. So I did again go look online, and then I can see that they have this little trim piece, and then that makes total sense because you have all of these holes which go bolt up to that trim piece, and then right under there you screw it onto the actual frame. So for the most part, yeah, we kind of finished, kind of didn't finish. I still have to post online, and I'm looking for that little trim piece. I might go to a supplier that supplies bumpers and hoods and stuff like that, like a body supplier, see if I can find that little piece. But for the most part, we got it all in. It's looking okay. It does suck that we have to kind of go and modify a little bit of the piping and a little bit of the intercooler stuff, but that's what it is, guys. When you're dealing with turbo stuff and customizing stuff and this and that, that usually is the case. The only thing that I do have left to do is put the lip on it. So I'm not exactly sure, but I don't really want to go and drill anything into this bumper. So what I might do is just put some really good tough construction glue, like some PL glue, and then put it all along here and then stick that under there so it holds a lot better, because with screws, I don't know, I don't really trust it, and I don't want to really go and put some screws into this brand new nice looking bumper. But yeah, so for the most part, looks all right. Just a little bit of things that we still need to do, but that should do it for today's install. I'm not sure if I have any glue to actually go and install the lip, but no big deal. We can always go back and install the lip, but I think for now I'm gonna leave it, because I will be removing the bumper once again. When we go into Rui's shop and start doing all the modifications, we obviously have to take it off. So I think once everything is all said and done, redoing the turbo kit, some piping and stuff like that, once everything is finished, I can go and install the bumper, and then we can probably go and put the lip on as the last piece of the puzzle. But I think that should do it for now. Let's leave it the way it is. Yo guys, how about this? Let's just friggin' put some mesh in there. Nah, I'm just playing. Hey, don't be scared to try something new. Don't let nobody tell you different. But now we just gotta find this piece. So I already put a post on Instagram and Facebook just to see if anybody has some links about getting this trim. But she's looking a little weird, guys, a little stuck, especially with that intercooler not being there. Eek, I don't know. You gotta get that lip on there. Maybe it'll look a little bit more aggressive, but I gotta get used to this. I don't know. It's looking good though. It's looking fresh, other than that thing missing right there. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's pretty much all she wrote for this video. But I almost forgot. Check this out, guys. Yep, we got a brand new Winkle red valve cover with the powder coat. Looks really nice, authentic Japanese, guys. It's gonna look really fresh with this thing on. So yeah, we got a new one, because this one's all played out and it has all of this black stuff from the exhaust leak right there. So we're gonna be slapping this one on. And last but not least, we also got a brand new wastegate. It's a tile wastegate, so none of the cheap stuff. Every Honda that we have, we don't cheap out on wastegates, we only cheap out on turbos. Yeah, you guys are probably like, holy, this guy buys a really nice wastegate, really expensive one, and he buys a friggin' Wuhan Whistler as a turbo. But hey guys, you know, I like it. Looks really nice. So yeah, we're gonna be putting this on, and we have a ton of springs that we can put. I don't know which spring we're gonna use. I think we probably might put a 5 pound, maybe a 3 pound, because we also have a boost controller that's gonna be going on this thing, so it's gonna be boost by gear. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we basically have everything ready to go. Tuesday we're gonna go see Rui, and we're gonna drop this ugly manifold, turbo, rad, all that stuff, and we're gonna be putting in some nice fresh stuff, get this thing rolling properly. And this thing is bothering me so much, but I'm not even gonna look at that right now. As soon as I get it in, we're gonna go to the body shop, get this thing all sprayed out and install it, put the lip on. We should be okay, we should be all right. A little bit of a bittersweet moment. I thought it was going to be all finished, all done up, but hey, you never know. You always run into some issues. That's just how it is, guys. Now also, before I forget, I know I promised you guys at the beginning of this video, I was going to share with you guys what we did with the interior. Check this out. Oh yeah. Look at that. Honda on display. So I did just get a cheap tablet from Amazon, which cost me about 90 bucks. So pretty much to get this Hondata app running on your Amazon Fire tablet, you have to go and install Google Play, so the Google App Store, and then it will allow you. There is a bit of a process. So if you guys are interested in kind of getting a cheap display for your Honda, obviously you will need a tablet, and you can get it cheap at Amazon. And then to install Google Play, there is a process. So if you guys are interested, I can help you out. Just let me know down in the comments below, and I can make a video of how to get this thing on a Amazon Fire tablet. Yeah guys, she's looking pretty weird right now. She's looking very weird, but the color match looks pretty good. I think that, as you can see, look at that, that's pretty spot on, and I matched that myself. So as you guys know, if you don't, I'm a painter, so it was very easy for me to pick out the correct chip, and yeah, looking really good, really good. All right, so that'll pretty much do it for that. Also, the bumper that was on here, it is for sale. If anybody wants it, just hit me up, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, or let me know in the comments below. The projector headlights, also for sale, really good condition, working condition. So if anybody wants those, basically CRX or EF, same thing with the bumper, it'll fit a CRX or a EF, the same kind of thing. So anybody interested, let me know. So Tuesday we're gonna go see Rui. We're gonna take this thing to the shop and redo, like I said in the beginning of this video, redo everything, the turbo kit, the valve cover, this and that, like the rad stuff and piping, a lot of stuff. So there's gonna be a video out for that. And then after that's all done, we have a tune scheduled with Nick, Tuning by Nick, for Saturday. So Tuesday we're gonna bring this thing into Rui's, hopefully get everything done by Saturday. Saturday morning we have a appointment with Tuning by Nick. He's gonna be putting a tune on this thing. Not really sure about the power. I'm thinking somewhere between 3 to 350 should be good enough for the streets. I think that should be okay. We'll see. We'll see how healthy this motor is and how it's going to do on the dyno. Then we can kind of talk about numbers, but that's my range, somewhere around 3 to 350 should be good to go. So that'll pretty much do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace out, guys.